In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up post-purchase offers inside Shopify so you can increase your average order value without running more ads or stacking extra apps. Data from e-commerce conversion studies show that improving average order value by even 10% can generate a larger profit impact than increasing traffic by the same amount because you're maximizing customers who are already buying. Post-purchase offers work especially well because they appear after payment when trust is established and the customer is still in purchase mode. I'm Erin from Ecom Mastery. Let's get into it. What is a post-purchase offer? A post-purchase offer is an upsell that appears after a customer completes checkout, but before they reach the final thank you page. This is not a cart upsell and it's not a pop-up before payment. The original order has already been placed and the payment has already gone through, which means there is no risk of losing that sale. At this point, the customer has already committed and you can present a simple one-click offer like add this to your order for 20% off. If they accept, Shopify updates the order automatically and charges the same card on file. There's no need to re-enter payment information, no restarting checkout, and no disruption to the original purchase. And that seamless flow is what makes post-purchase offers so effective. Why this matters for revenue. The financial impact is straightforward. If your average order value is $60 and even 15% of buyers accept a $20 upsell, your overall average order value increases immediately. You didn't bring in more traffic, you didn't spend more on ads, and you didn't redesign your product. You simply optimized the highest intent moment in the entire buying journey right after checkout. This is how profitable e-commerce stores expand margins. Instead of constantly focusing on acquiring more customers, they increase the value of customers who are already converting. So before we walk through this together, if you haven't started your Shopify store yet, use our link in the description below to begin your free trial so you can follow along inside your own dashboard. Now let's set this up. From your Shopify dashboard, go to settings, and then we are going to select checkout. So you won't always see a separate post-purchase page section anymore. Shopify now handles this through your checkout configuration. So at the top, click on customize. So once you click customize, this is what opens. So this section controls the design of your checkout, your logo, your colors, layout, and overall appearance. So you'll notice that there isn't a built-in add upsell button here on standard Shopify plans, and that's because post-purchase offers aren't added directly inside this design editor. Instead, Shopify requires you to install a supported post-purchase app that integrates into checkout. So let's back out of here and do it the correct way. We'll click on exit and then go back to the home page. All right, from your Shopify dashboard, we are going to select apps, click on apps, and then we are going to the Shopify App Store. Then we're going to click on Shopify App Store, and in the search bar, we are going to type in post-purchase upsell. Okay, so after we put that in, you'll see several options come up. So what we're essentially looking for is an app that clearly supports true post-purchase offers, meaning the upsell appears after the payment is confirmed, not before checkout. So the one that we're going to use is this AfterSell Post Purchase Upsell. It has a strong rating, a large number of reviews. So go ahead and click into AfterSell Post Purchase Upsell. And on the app page, we want to click on install. Shopify will ask you to approve permissions, review them quickly, then install the app. But I already have it, so it says open. So that is what we are going to do. All right, now that we're inside of AfterSell, this is where everything lives. So you can see the setup checklist at the top. First, make sure AfterSell is enabled in your Shopify checkout settings. If that step isn't completed, your offers won't display. So how we do that is we go to settings over here. And once you're on the checkout page, we want to scroll down, and for post-purchase page, just make sure that AfterSell is selected. Okay, so after you enable AfterSell in Shopify settings, we are going to select add new funnel. So this is where you create the actual post-purchase offer your customers will see after payment. First, name your funnel. This is just for you internally. You can call it something simple like post-purchase and then main upsell. Then under choose how you want to build your own funnel, we are going to start from scratch, then save and continue. You don't need to duplicate anything right now. We're building a simple, clean post-purchase offer. All right, so now we're on the triggers page. So this page controls when your post-purchase offer appears. In simple terms, you're deciding which customers should see the upsell after checkout. So you have two ways to do this. At the top, you can check show this funnel for all customers. So that means every single buyer sees the offer no matter what they purchased. And this is fine if you're testing and you want quick data, but more stores want something more targeted. So instead, we're going to open product-based triggers, and this is where you connect the upsell to a specific product. So we are going to check product collection exclusion, and then we are going to pick select, and then we are going to choose the product that should trigger the offer. For example, if someone buys your main supplement, this upsell could offer a second bottle at a discount. If someone buys one candle, you could offer a 3-pack bundle upgrade. So what we're doing here is very simple. We're tying the upsell to the original purchase so it feels relevant and not random. So once you've selected your product, we are going to click save, and then we are going to click next. Now we're going to build the actual offer. Create your first offer. All right, now we're inside the upsell section, and this is where we actually build the post-purchase offer. So I'm gonna click on create your first offer, and when you do that, you're going to see a few options. We got single product, multi-product, and copy existing offer. For this tutorial, we're going to keep it simple and choose single product. This means we're offering one specific item as the upsell after checkout, and this is the most common and cleanest way to structure a post-purchase offer, especially if you're just getting started. Now on the right side, you'll see how Shopify determines which products get shown. You have options like specific product, automatic upsell, most expensive in cart, and least expensive in cart. So for this video, we're going to choose on specific product. So that means we manually select exactly what customers will see after they complete their purchase. And automatic upsell is more advanced and works better for large catalogs. But if you want control and clarity, specific product is the best choice. We're going to click this, then click save. All right, now that I've selected the hoodie, you can see it appear here as upsell number 1. So at this stage, the product is chosen, but the offer isn't fully built yet. This is where we define how we want to present it to the customer. So I'm going to click on edit offer, and inside here, you'll set the discount. You can adjust the headline and control how the offer looks on the post-purchase page. And this is where the actual persuasion happens. Editing the post-purchase offer. Okay, so now that we're inside the offer editor, this is the page your customers will see immediately after they complete checkout. So at the top, you can see the confirmation message letting them know that their order is paid for. And that's important because it removes risk. They're not being asked to recheck out, they're simply being offered an add-on. Right now, the hoodie is showing at full price, and that is not what we want. A post-purchase upsell needs to feel very exclusive. So the first thing I'm going to do is adjust the discount. So on the left-hand side under upsell product, we are going to click on discount. From here, you can choose percentage or fixed amount. For this demo, I'm going to set it to 20% off. And that creates a clear incentive and makes this feel like a limited bonus offer instead of just another product listing. And now that we do that, you'll see the price update on the right side in the preview. That live preview is exactly how it will appear to customers. So next thing we want to do is clean up the messaging. So the default headline says Jane before you go, and that's pretty good, but we can make it stronger. So we want to click on the text section. And here I do like that we keep their first name because it does sound personalized, but we can definitely edit it further. So we could say Jane, wait, and then before you go. We could say add this to your order. Okay, so I changed it up a bit. Right now I put Jane, wait, before you go, add this to your order and save 20% off. So this keeps it direct, it keeps it benefit driven. The customer already bought, so now we're just offering extra value. So under the timer section, let's go back to the editor and we'll go to timer. So under here, we want to make sure that there's a countdown that's active. So I like anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes because the urgency increases conversions without feeling too pushy. You can also go back to the editor and we can click on buttons. So you can also adjust the button text under buttons. So instead of pay now, you can change it to something like add to my order. So that wording reinforces that this is being added to the same order and that you're not starting over, but I will just keep it as is because I think pay now is really quick and simple. So once the pricing headline and button text are set, we are going to click save. Now your upsell one is fully built. So from here, you have options. If the customer accepts this hoodie, you could offer a second product underneath. If they decline, you could create a downsell with a smaller discount. But for this video, one clean upsell is enough to demonstrate this setup. So for this setup, we could do create offer, we could do copy existing offer, and then we could do post purchase main upsell, then upsell number one, click on confirm, then we can click editor. So now we can see that this is the same as upsell number one. So that way we don't need to change the text. You can change it if you want it to vary a little bit if you're downselling, but I'm going to leave it. But what you want to do is go to discount, and then instead of 20, you can do 30. Maybe if it's a product that's not really selling, you can even do 40. It's really up to you, but the whole point is you want to give them an additional offer so that you are essentially downselling the product. Then we are going to click save. So the psychology here is simple. The first offer tests willingness and the second downsell lowers resistance. Accept leads to another upsell and decline leads to a downsell. So the mechanics stay the same. So once you're satisfied with your offer flow, we can toggle the funnel from inactive to active. Then we are going to click save. Now we can move on to the thank you page and finalize everything. So this is what customers see after they've either accepted or declined your upsell. And most stores completely ignore this page. They treat it like a receipt, but this is still part of the revenue journey. So once you click into it, on the left side, you can see different editor options. Let's walk through what each one is actually useful for. First, we have product recommendation. So this lets you show additional suggested products on the thank you or order status page. So you might use this to surface bestsellers, restocks, or complementary items. It's not a hard upsell like the post-purchase offer. It's more passive. So I want you to think of it as keeping the shopping momentum alive after checkout. Next is FAQs. So this is where you reduce post-purchase anxiety. You can answer questions like shipping times, return policy, sizing guidance, or care instructions. The more confident customers feel after buying, the fewer support tickets you'll deal with and the stronger your brand feels. Then you have text. So this one is simple but powerful. You can add a banner thanking them, offering a limited bonus, or reminding them to follow your brand on social. So some brands use this to promote referral programs or loyalty rewards. Then we have image. So this is useful for brand reinforcement. You might add a lifestyle photo, a brand mission graphic, or a what happens next visual explaining fulfillment or shipping timelines. It keeps the experience cohesive. And finally, we have custom code. So this is more advanced. You'd use this if you want to embed tracking scripts, custom widgets, or third-party tools. Most beginners don't need this, but for larger stores, this is where more technical enhancements live. Your thank you page is not just confirmation, it's a continuation of the customer journey. You can reinforce trust, you can introduce more products, and you can deepen brand connection. Once you're done customizing, click save and finish, and then toggle the funnel to active. And that's how you set up post-purchase offers inside Shopify step by step. Most stores focus only on getting more traffic, but the stores that scale focus on increasing revenue per customer. If you haven't started your Shopify store yet, use the link in the description to begin your free trial and follow along inside of your own dashboard. If this video helped, make sure to give it a like and subscribe for more e-commerce videos. I'm Erin from Ecom Mastery. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.